Welcome to Vivid English Podcast. Hello, everyone. It is so good to be here with you today. I'm Sarah.
And I'm James. Hello, everyone. It is great to be back.
How are you doing today? Feeling energetic?
I'm doing really well, actually. Thank you. I've had my morning coffee, so I'm feeling awake and ready to go. How about you?
I am doing fantastic. And honestly, hearing that makes me a little jealous because that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. You know, I think ordering coffee in English, especially in a place like the US or the UK, can be really, really scary for beginners.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree. It can be so intimidating. You walk into a coffee shop and it's just chaotic.
It is.
It's loud. There's music playing. The espresso machine is making all these hissing and grinding sounds.
Right. And the line moves so fast. It feels like everyone else in that line knows exactly what they want. And then you see the baristas, the people making the coffee, and they just look so busy.
That creates so much pressure. You feel like you have about, 3 seconds to speak before everyone gets annoyed with you?
Exactly.
You feel like you have to speak quickly and perfectly, or you're going to hold up the entire shop. But our mission today is to fix that feeling.
Yes. We want to help you walk in there and order coffee like a local. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to give you the exact formulas, the exact words that native speakers use.
So you can order without that heart-pounding fear.
That's the goal.
That's the plan. We're going to break this down into small, easy steps.
Yeah.
By the end of this, you won't just know the vocabulary. You'll understand the culture of the coffee shop. You'll feel like a pro.
So let's start with the strategy. You call this the golden formula. What exactly is that?
Yes, the golden formula. This is the secret that native speakers use a lot of times without even thinking about it to make things easy for themselves and the barista.
Okay.
You see, baristas are trained to punch buttons on a screen in a very specific order. If you match that order, they love you.
Oh, that makes so much sense. So you're actually helping them do their job faster. Okay, so what is the order?
It's essentially 3 things. First is the size.
Size.
Second, the temperature, hot or iced.
Okay.
And third, the drink name itself.
Size, temperature, name. Okay, let's visualize that. Can you give us an example?
Sure. Let's say you want a latte. You want a medium size.
Mm-hmm.
And you want it cold, so with ice. Using the formula, you would say, can I get a medium iced latte?
Can I get a medium iced latte?
Ah, I see the pattern now.
Yeah.
Medium is the size, iced is the temperature, and latte is the name. It has a rhythm to it.
Exactly. It just flows so naturally. Medium iced latte. Now, if you change the order, people still understand you, of course, but this is the most natural way. It just signals to them that you know what you're doing.
Now, you used a specific phrase at the very beginning of that sentence. You didn't just say medium iced latte. You said, can I get? Yes. And this is crucial. This is about cultural politeness. In English, especially in service situations, we almost never use the imperative form. We never say, give me a coffee.
Ooh, no.
It sounds so rude to a native speaker.
Oh, definitely. If someone walked up to me and just said, give me a latte, I would think they were trying to rob me, or maybe that they were just incredibly angry.
Right. It sounds like a demand. So to be polite, we soften it. The most common one and the most casual one is, can I get?
Can I get? It's so simple, but it really does change the whole tone. It turns a demand into a polite request. Are there other options?
Yes. You could also say, for example, I'll have a medium iced latte. That is also perfect. It's direct, but it's still very polite.
Okay, so listeners, please delete I want or give me from your coffee vocabulary. Just stick with can I get or I'll have.
Precisely. Now, we talked about the size in that formula, but sizes can be a little confusing depending on where you go.
Oh, absolutely. This is where it gets tricky. In a normal, an independent coffee shop, the sizes are simple.
Mm-hmm.
Small, medium, and large. Just like buying a t-shirt.
Right. Small, medium, large, very standard. No tricks there.
There is one very famous coffee chain. I think we all know who we're talking about. Starbucks. They changed everything.
They really did.
They use Italian words for their sizes. And because they're everywhere, you really do need to know them.
That is true. It's the Starbucks exception. It can be frustrating, but it's part of the game. So let's go through them. If you want a small drink there, what do you say?
You say tall, Tall, which is honestly so funny to me because in normal English, tall means big, a tall building.
Right.
But at Starbucks, tall is the small size. It makes no sense.
I know, it's very counterintuitive. I think the logic is that it's taller than like a tiny espresso cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have to memorize it. Tall means small. What about for medium?
For medium, you say grande, which implies grand or big, but nope, it's the middle size. For large, you say venti, which actually means 20 in Italian, because it's 20 ounces. So it goes tall, grande, venti.
It can be confusing. I've seen so many people panic at the counter trying to remember the right words.
Yeah.
But here is a little secret. If you forget, you can always just say small, medium, or large.
That's true.
The barista speaks English. They will understand you.
Yes. Don't worry too much about the fancy words. Now, let's look at the actual coffee. The menu is usually this huge chalkboard with 50 different things on it. Let's simplify it.
Let's focus on the basics. First, you have drip coffee. This is your standard regular black coffee. It's made by pouring hot water over coffee grounds.
Right, so if you just want a simple coffee, no fancy foam or anything, you ask for a drip coffee or even just a coffee. But what if I want something a little stronger or smoother?
Then you might want an Americano. An Americano is espresso mixed with hot water, so it tastes a bit different. It's richer and smoother than drip coffee, but it looks about the same.
Okay. And then we have the milky drinks. This is what most people are ordering. The most popular ones are the latte and the cappuccino. And I feel like people mix these two up all the time.
They do.
What are the real difference?
It's all about the texture. They're both made with espresso and milk,
Yeah.
but a latte has a lot of steamed milk and just a little bit of foam on top. It's very creamy, very milky.
And the cappuccino.
A cappuccino has less milk and a lot more foam. Like half the cup is this light, airy foam.
So it's fluffier.
Exactly. If you like to get that little foam mustache when you drink, you want a cappuccino.
I love that description, the foam mustache. Okay, so what if I am really, really tired, like it's a Monday morning and I stayed up way too late? Is there something special I can add to wake myself up?
Yes. You need some rocket fuel. You can ask for an extra shot.
A shot?
A shot of espresso. That's the small concentrated coffee that goes into the drink. A normal small latte might have one shot. A medium usually has two. So if you want your drink to be stronger, you can say, can I get a latte with an extra shot?
With an extra shot. That is a great pro tip for those sleepy mornings.
Now, speaking of adding things, we're moving into the pro level. Customization. This is where people get really nervous because the sentence starts to get longer.
Oh, for sure. You want to change the milk or make it sweeter, but you don't know how to fit all those words in without, stumbling over them.
Exactly. Let's look at milk first. Nowadays, a lot of people don't drink regular dairy milk. What are the common options you'll see?
Well, there's whole milk, which is the standard cow's milk, then skim milk, which has no fat. But now the plant-based milks are super popular, like oat milk and almond milk.
Yes, oat milk is very trendy right now. It's really creamy. So how do we order that? Do we say, please change the milk to oat milk?
You could, but that's a little clunky. It's much easier to use the magic word with.
With.
For example, can I get a latte with oat milk?
That's very simple. A latte with oat milk. It just implies that you want to replace the regular milk. Or if you want to sound a little more formal, you can use the word substitute.
Substitute. That means to swap one thing for another. So, can I substitute almond milk?
Perfect. Now, what about sweetness? Some people like their coffee to taste like a dessert.
Yes, I am definitely guilty of that sometimes. Coffee shops usually use syrups, vanilla, caramel, hazelnut, but you don't just say a little bit of syrup. We count them in pumps.
Pumps, like the physical motion of pushing the bottle down.
When
One pump, two pumps.
Exactly. So if you want just a little bit of sweetness, you might say, can I get a vanilla latte with only one pump of syrup?
Or two pumps of vanilla. That's very specific. It makes you sound like you know exactly what you want.
And what if you are trying to watch your sugar intake?
You can ask for sugar-free, for example, sugar-free vanilla, or, and here's a great insider term, you can say half sweet.
Half sweet. Oh, I like that. What does that mean?
It means they use half the normal amount of syrup. So if the normal drink gets 4 pumps, which is a lot of sugar, asking for half sweet means they will just put in 2. It's a great way to be a little healthier.
That is a very useful phrase. Okay, so we have the order formula, we have customization, but the interaction isn't over yet.
No, it is not. This is the part where beginners often panic, the ambush.
Yeah.
You finish your order, and then the barista asks you a question.
Yes. You say your order perfectly, you feel so proud, and then the barista mumbles something super fast at you, and you just freeze.
Let's prepare everyone for those questions. It's usually not a difficult question, but the speed is what makes it hard. What is the most common one?
The most common one is definitely for here or to go.
For here or to go.
They're asking if you want to sit in the cafe and drink it, that's for here, usually in a real mug, or take it with you, which is to go, in a paper cup.
It sounds so simple, but when they say it fast, it just sounds like one long, strange word. For here or to go.
It really does. It all blends together, so you just need to listen for that for here sound. Your answer is simple. For here, please, or to go, please.
Okay, that's easy enough. What's another question that might trip people up?
If you order a black coffee, like a drip coffee or an Americano, they might ask, any room for cream?
Any room for cream. That's a strange phrase. What does room mean here?
They are asking if you want them to leave some empty space at the top of the cup.
Oh, I see.
Because if they fill the cup with hot coffee all the way to the brim, the very top, and then you try to pour cold milk in, what happens?
It overflows. You spill hot coffee all over your hands.
Exactly. So room just means space for milk.
Mm-hmm.
If you take your coffee black, you say no room. If you plan to add milk, you say, yes, please leave some room.
Ah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, one more question that can be tricky. Can I get a name for the order?
Yes, they need to write a name on the cup so they can shout it out when the drink is ready.
But some names are very hard to spell in English. If you have a beautiful name from your home country, spelling it in a loud coffee shop can be a nightmare. B as in boy, E as in elephant.
This happens all the time. And honestly, the barista doesn't care what your real name is. They just need a sound to shout. So if your name is difficult for English speakers, it is totally okay to give a Starbucks name.
A Starbucks name, like an alias.
Exactly. Just pick a simple English name. Tell them your name is Bob or Anne, or just use the first letter of your name. Just put J on the cup.
I love that. You can be anyone you want for 5 minutes. My name is Beyonce.
Haha. Maybe not Beyonce. That might draw some attention. But keeping it simple saves so much time and potential embarrassment. Okay, so we've answered the questions. Now comes the payment.
The checkout. And in the U.S. especially, there's a specific culture here that can feel awkward. The tipping tablet.
Ah, yes, you give them your card and they spin the screen, usually an iPad around to face you, and you feel like everyone behind you is watching.
And it asks if you want to leave a tip extra money for the service.
Yeah.
It usually gives options like 15%, 20%, or no tip. Is it mandatory to tip for a coffee?
Technically, no, it is not mandatory, but it is becoming very, very common in the US. Usually, people might leave about $1 or maybe 15%. You just tap the button you want. Don't panic. Just choose what you are comfortable with.
And then the interaction is almost over. How do we say goodbye? We don't want to just walk away silently.
No, that would feel a bit cold. The most natural local way to end the interaction is to say, "Thank you, have a good one."
Have a good one. That just means have a good day, right?
Yes, it covers morning, afternoon, night. It's the universal polite goodbye.
I like that. It sounds so natural and friendly.
Okay, I think we have all the pieces. I think it is time to put this into practice.
I agree. Let's do some role play scenarios. We'll act this out. You can be the customer, and I'll be the busy barista. Listeners, pay close attention to the flow. Let's start with scenario A. This is the simple order. You're a beginner, you're a little nervous, but you just want a regular hot coffee. Action.
Okay. Hi there, welcome in. What can I get for you today?
Hi. Can I get a medium dripped coffee, please?
Sure thing. Any room for cream in that?
Yes, please. Just a little bit of room.
You got it. That'll be $3. Do you want a receipt?
No, thanks.
All right, here's your cup. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
You used the formula perfectly. Can I get a medium drip coffee?
And did you notice when you asked about room for cream? I didn't freeze. I knew you were just asking about space in the cup.
It was very smooth. Okay, are you ready for a challenge? Scenario B. The detailed order. This is the pro level. You want something a bit more complicated.
I'm ready. I'm going to order an iced latte, but I'll change the milk and the sweetness.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to be a little busier this time.
All right.
Busy, distracted voice. Hi. What can I get started for you?
Hi there. Can I get a large iced latte with oat milk?
Sure. Oat milk. Any flavors in that?
Yes, actually. Can I get 2 pumps of vanilla syrup?
You got it. A large iced oat milk latte, 2 pumps of vanilla. Anything else for you?
No, that's everything.
Okay. Can I get a name for the order?
It's James.
Great, James. It's going to be about 5 minutes at the end of the bar.
Thanks. So, did you notice the flow there? It was a longer order, but I just broke it down piece by piece. A large iced latte with oat milk.
It sounded very smooth, and you added the syrup perfectly. Can I get 2 pumps of vanilla? It sounded like you order that exact drink every single day.
It's all about confidence. Even if you speak slowly, if you use the right words like pumps you sound like you know what you're doing.
Now we have one last scenario. Scenario C. The mistake. Because, well, sometimes things go wrong.
Ah, yes. This is important. Sometimes the barista hears you wrong. It happens. They're only human.
Exactly. So let's say you ordered an iced coffee, but I hand you a hot coffee. What do? Do you get angry? Do you just, yell at them?
No, never get angry.
Yeah.
It's usually an honest mistake because it's so loud in there. You just need to be polite but firm. Let's try it.
Okay. Cheerfully. Here is your hot latte, James.
Hesitant but polite.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I think I actually ordered this iced.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry about that. I must have misheard you. Let me remake that for you right now. No problem.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
That was handled perfectly. You didn't say you made a mistake or this is wrong.
Right. I use phrases like, I think, and I'm sorry. I said, I think I ordered this iced. It's a very gentle way to point out the error
Right.
without accusing them of anything.
And usually the barista is happy to fix it. They want you to enjoy your drink. So if you're nice, they will always help you.
Exactly. So let's zoom out a little bit. What does all of this mean for you, our listeners?
It means that you can do this. We know it is scary. We know that anxiety when you're standing in line is real, but you have the tools now.
You have the formula: size, temperature, name.
Right.
You know how to customize with pumps and substitute, and you know what questions to listen for.
My best advice is to practice the phrase before you even get to the counter. While you're standing in line, just say it in your head. Can I get a medium iced latte? Can I get a medium iced latte?
That is great advice. That visualization helps so much. Say it to yourself 3 times. Then, when it's your turn, you just press play on that recording in your brain.
And remember, the reward is so worth it. You get a delicious coffee at the end.
And even more importantly, you get that wonderful feeling of success. You walk out of the shop thinking, I did it. I ordered in English and it was totally fine.
There is no better feeling than that small victory.
Well, that is about all the time we have for today. We really hope you feel ready to walk into that coffee shop like a local and get exactly what you want.
Go out there and try it. Get your caffeine fix and practice your English all at the same time.
Be sure to tune in to Vivid English Podcast next time. We have so many more topics to help you live your best life in English.
We love learning with you.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.